Hello traders, welcome back, welcome on a Billions Club. Today we're gonna have a look at a BTC chart, Euro USD chart and a gold chart. We will prepare for the next 5 days of trading. As every single Sunday, we will check some upcoming news for the next 5 days. I'm going for a quick 4 or 5 days vacation from tomorrow, but I will be trading. I will keep you updated inside the group. But today I will try to look for more of a longer swings in the market instead of potential day trades. I will show you the plan that I'd have if I were looking for some day trading or scalping, but this week I'm gonna rather be focusing for a longer trades. But we will have a special start today. We will have a look at my account statistics with the Billions Club funded account. I started using this account basically a month ago when we are still in a beta testing. I went through the standard evaluation process, and this is the first ever funded account that I've got with the Billions Club. So we will go through it a little bit. I will show you my statistics. To be honest, it wasn't the best month, and I've been talking about this quite a lot on streams that we were doing, on the live trading sessions. I was explaining why I don't like the summer months for trading at all, because there is not really a huge volatility and market is just a bit choppy. And even from the backtesting sessions that I did and from the past years statistics that I have, July and August are one of the worst months in the whole year for me as a trader. So why I'm showing the statistics today is that because we are getting the first payout today, so Sunday, July 30, that's gonna be the first ever payout that we are doing here on this account. So I will be basically the profits that I'm planning to withdraw is around 2,600. So I will get 90% of that. But the profit is not that important. Once again, the profit is not really good at all. 2.6k obviously could have been much better. But considering that it's July, it's not that bad, let's say. So let's go through the trades. Let's go through what happened here and basically some of the statistics that I got. So the win rate 50%, that's obviously very bad considering the profit factor or risk to reward on these trades. But let me go a little bit more in depth why it's not so good. Obviously, once again, we can talk about the July month and so on, but it's not really the data that you are getting here are not 100% accurate because of the fact that it's not showing you break-even trades. So sometimes the break-even is closed in a small profit or small loss, and that's why it's not 100% accurate, because we would have to have a break-even trade here. But overall, my average risk to reward was around 2.5, I believe, something like this. I would have to check my journal in a Notion, but I wasn't taking exactly the same trades on all the other prop firm accounts that I have. This one was connected to one other prop firm account, but then I have one that is not connected to this one. So I was using Trade Copier, but this is the result. I started Thursday, 6th of July with a 3k profit. Obviously Friday, no trade at all, 1.6k down. I made it back the next day, then $800 profit. Then losing day, one break-even trade. As you can see here, this is exactly what I'm talking about, right? If you're gonna open this, then here in one trade, basically 3-hour profit. Here we took 800, 300, and 500. So you see that the risk to reward on these trades were better because we are losing small amounts. This was a losing streak, not really a good day at all for me. Here, 300 and 1.3k. This day, I took a really big hit on the account. I should have lost on this trade approximately $1,200. But with a Trade Copier mistake, I lost this because it didn't set my stop loss, and I executed, or the stop loss I had to execute it manually. That's why I lost the 2.6k. But this week we made it back. We started the week with $500 and $700 profit. 400, and then obviously Friday 2.4k on a Euro USD, and then I took a bad trade on gold, losing $490. So basically this is the result this month. Once again, it's not the best month that I've ever had, but 2.6k, better than nothing. Let's say it like this. What I'm interested in is, let me show you, or send me your screenshots from the evaluation process or from the funded account, because we've got funded traders already on a Billions Club. So show me your statistics, show me how it's going. We can talk about it. I'm here to help you throughout your journey. So if you will have any questions or something like this, feel free to DM me. I'm here to help you. I'm here to guide you throughout the whole evaluation process. So if you will have any questions regarding psychology, regarding your trading strategy, whatever it is, I can say plenty of experience with prop firm trading. I have my own specific strategy how I trade prop firms. So you can DM me, and I can guide you through the whole process if you are kind of a new buy within funded capital. Alrighty, so that's it for the start. Let's start with some TA. Let's start analyzing the chart, and let's prepare for the next 5 days. We will start on BTC chart. It was a bit choppy this week. We haven't got plenty of opportunities, or we didn't get plenty of opportunities since we are hitting the end of the week. So not really a lot of opportunities this week. There was a nice opportunity Wednesday, 10 p.m. once we hit this supply zone. This could have been a good short. I wasn't shorting this, if I remember this correctly. No, I wasn't, because we got some news. This was Wednesday, so we got an FOMC meeting, if you remember, 8 p.m. So we got some rally to the upside. I was looking for this level specifically to be hit, and it wasn't. So that's it from the start. Overall, BTC obviously going down. So locally there's a nice downtrend. We hit this demand zone. We got some reaction to the upside. Now we are hitting the supply. So this is really becoming a really strong level that needs to be reclaimed. If we will remain below this level, I'm still more bearish. Overall, the structure that we are paying attention to on BTC is kind of clear, I would say. Overall, this is still a strong low on 4-hour chart. So basically, here, this is only an internal structure. How I personally view it is that this is now internal high, this is going to be an internal low, and anything in between is not really, it's just a noise on the chart, I'd say. We hit the 382. I was talking about the 382 for a lot of times already, explaining why it's important to hit the 382 and so on. So we hit that. The level is mitigated, the level is tested. So right now, we could actually start looking for a move to the upside, for a move like this on a BTC chart. That's why it's so important to mark out the internal high and the internal low, basically marking out the internal structure, because that will really give you the idea or the bias that, okay, right now we are potentially breaking the structure and we could be hitting or attacking the weak high that we have up here on 4-hour chart. So this is the internal high. This is now going to be the internal low right there. Internal high, internal low. This becomes a strong supply, as I said. This level will be the first sign that we are potentially changing or switching the local order flow, shifting the local order flow. How can we use this? Well, basically what I'll do is I will be paying attention to this level if we can close above it, and then specifically if we can close above this high. If so, then most likely we are changing this whole retracement phase and we are starting a new impulsive wave to the upside. That would be my immediate plan this week. How can we take the advantage of using the liquidity, using the multiple time frame analysis, and basically what's going to be the overall plan here. What I'm expecting this week is that I will be paying attention to this liquidity below this level right here. Be aware of this level. It's a very strong zone. What I will be looking for is just sweep of these lows and potentially going higher. It will be very important to see if we can close above this level, because if so, and price will actually close above this low, it's becoming much more bearish and we are looking for a further move down. So these two levels, we are basically playing like a ping pong between these two zones, and it's just a matter of time to really get the idea if this level will hold or not. So basically that's the plan for now on a BTC chart for me, from 4 hour chart. Basically demand, supply, expecting bounce down, expecting bounce up. Once we break through one of these levels, then it really gives me the idea, okay, now it's likely to go higher, now it's likely to go lower. Hopefully you get the plan. But for our chart, this is how I personally view it right now. Someone, by the way, this is just a bit of off topic, but someone last Friday, I believe, told me, because I shared the statistics of the funded account, and someone told me that 2.6k is not really a good profit. Since I'm like a live trader, I'm just like a, guiding you through the process. I should be making more. Let me give you a simple answer to that. Not every single month is a profitable month, and not every single month is a really good month. And here in the Billions Club, instead of faking the accounts and showing you only the good trades, showing you only the months where we make 10 grand, 20 grand, for example, we want to show you how it is to be a real day trader. And once again, I'm repeating myself, but July and August, like a summer months for me, are really slow, and usually the performance is not so good. The best months for me are between what's the third month? Basically from the end of February, we can say, just like the start of March, end of February, until the end of May, half of June. This is where I have like the best performance, and then from the middle of September until the end of November, I'd say these are the best months. The point is that we want to show you how it is to be a real day trader and what results you can expect, because you can expect that every single month you will make 15%. So we want to be 100% transparent. That's why I'm doing like this breakdown of my account. We are planning to do it every single month to show you the performance. Personally, and I will tell this to the dashboard team, I would like to be showing only percentages, not really the money that we are making. Why? And I wasn't showing like the prop firm results, like the monetary prop firm results from the other account that I have. And I'm not planning to, just because of the simple reason is that when you are starting out, I think like seeing big sums of money on others' accounts will actually make it even worse for you, because then when you make a small amount of money, you feel like, okay, but that guy made 10 grand in month, So I would be much more happy if we can be showing only percentages. So I can show you this month I made 2.6, next month I made 5%, or for example 10%, because for you, I think it's more acceptable than seeing like sums of money. I know it's for marketing, it's amazing to show like a, big sums of money. You can make a lot of money from trading, but when you are starting out, and especially when you are, for example, in evaluation process, I think sometimes you can get a bit of a FOMO in your evaluation. So that will be definitely a topic that I want to be talking about with the team that we have here in the Billions Club. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you want to see like the sums of dollars that that I'm making, or you are okay with the percentages. That's how I view it from the perspective of like a professional trader. I feel it's more valuable for you actually showing only the percentages. But I would be interested in seeing your opinion and what you think about it. Hi Jan, thanks for the stream. Can you please post potential setups during the stream in your channel, especially during the week? I'm not always able to watch the whole thing, to be honest. Yeah, I get this. I will post like a summary of the Sunday focus after the stream, so no worries. If you are in a Billions Club Discord, or you are a Crypto Wizards member, you will be updated. Anyway, let's go down to a 15-minute time frame and let's pay attention to a local levels here on a BTC chart. Honestly, I wasn't preparing much today for the Sunday NFTA. I did some backtesting. Yesterday I was backtesting till like 2:30, I would say, a.m. And today I was doing basically the whole afternoon. I was backtesting too. So I got plenty of new statistics, plenty of new data, which is obviously very, very good and very beneficial if you are a trader. But let's continue here with the TA. Naked POC, not really anywhere here on the chart. I'm just gonna open the TPO. So I wanna see, we got a poor high here, we got a poor high also here, so there will be plenty of liquidity. This liquidity was swept. This could have been a potential trade, but I'm not trading over the weekends. But I believe that this was, oh yeah, this was a perfect value area setup here. This could have been your potential setup today on a BTC chart. This was your entry. Take profit will be placed above these highs, 2.8 risk to reward. This could have been a nice trade today. But I'm not trading over the weekends, so we can skip this. From the TPO perspective, there is a poor low that is still untapped from the Friday. Also, we got these lows here. It would make complete sense to go back down and basically grab the liquidity below all of these lows before any like further move up. Because here there's a plenty of liquidity. Let's do this. Liquidity 3 times, poor low on TPO. Is it actually 3 times? 1, 2, and kind of 3 here, but this one is mitigated. So like 2 times, but here, you know what, let's be precise here. So 2 times poor low on TPO. It would make sense to go and grab the liquidity from here and then potentially come or go higher. There is still this big wick that is unmitigated. It would also make sense to test this demand. And it's overall inside this bigger demand. So that's good to see. What about the 15-minute structure? That is also very important, obviously. This is now becoming a weak low because we are in a clear downtrend, but I guess that that is pretty clear to you if you are not here for the first time. So this is going to be the weak low, which will give us the weak high, the strong high, approximately around 30,300. So that's going to be the strong high on a BTC chart. As soon as we are inside these two levels, we are still remaining in a long-term downtrend. But if we are talking about the internal structure that we got here, then I'd see this way. This was basically an IBOS internal breakover structure, which would give us the internal high, which would be here. No, actually, it would be here. So this is the internal high. And now this becomes the internal low on a chart right here. And once again, playing ping pong between these two levels. What it means, well, we are simply looking for more of a shorts out of, oh sorry, I don't want to use a harmonic pattern here, but this is gonna be the 15-minute supply with plenty of liquidity above these two highs, which is obviously very nice. So this is the first one, and this is gonna be the next one right here. These two poor highs, it would make absolutely a lot of sense to go and grab these. So personally, the only trade that I see here would be a liquidity sweep of these highs and then potentially scalp down. So that would be like the first level that I'll be paying attention to on BTC chart. The main trade that I'll be looking for here is coming back down, basically coming for this level here, retesting this, grabbing the liquidity, and then targeting the internal high up here. That would be the immediate plan, or the overall plan that I'd have. I will just send an update. All right, let me just fix one thing here. All right, so overall plan on BTC chart for next week. Watch the stream. So we will send the same thing to here. All right. So let's do like the revision of the plan that we got here. Overall, BTC is still in a downtrend, but hitting very important level. Overall, BTC is still in a downtrend, but hitting important support, which is for our demand with a 382 FIP. The plan that I have, 29,800 important level that needs to be reclaimed to be able to call this as an end for pullback phase and potential looking for 29,800. Well, not really. 29,600 as a potential zone for LQ sweep and short back down to around 29k to 29k ish zone. If basically 28,700 is lost, we are looking all the way down to 27,250. That's a decent plan, I'd say. And it's kind of simple here. Hopefully it makes sense. You know what, I will send these updates after the stream just to not, waste your time. Let's do gold. Started trading gold again. And we are probably starting the pullback phase here on the gold. So I'll be more bearish this week on gold. And I'll be looking for breaching this low, to be honest, and going for the lower. We'll see how it goes. But we created an IBOS for our chart by the move after the FOMC. what I said this week, or the previous Sunday focus, is that the plan is to wait for 1967-ish zone, how it reacts. If we get reaction down, I'm looking for 1950-ish demand to be tested. If we reclaim the 1967 targeting, week high around 1987 is sensible for this week. And we are basically around right here when we are doing the Sunday focus. So we got to bounce out of this level with a liquidity sweep. We reclaimed the 1967. We retested this week high around the 1987 here. We tested this zone and we got a pretty nice reaction down. So as you can see, these zones are being very well respected. They are working, if you know how to use them, very, very well. The only thing is that you've got to be prepared all the time and you've got to be sticking to the plan. That's why we are doing this Sunday focus. So the plan for the upcoming 5 days. This is now becoming the internal high, or remaining, basically the internal high remains the same. This is now an internal low. I'm looking for breaching this level this week. We will do a bit more in-depth TA, but from what I see right now on the chart, it wouldn't make sense to me to go lower here. A few things that we will pay attention to. Naked POCs, we want to see if there is a sensible volume level to be tested. Honestly, don't really know, and there is plenty of them actually. So it would make sense to go back down to like 1934 zone, right? So 1934 remains untapped. This could be a potential level that we are targeting this week. So keep this level in mind. This is going to be an important zone. Going to the daily chart. This becomes important supply. That's why we stopped here. It's basically the border of the daily supply. If we can mark this level like this, daily supply starts to look more bearish. I'll be looking for a move down to potentially this zone down there. And this becomes the overall important zone that is likely to be tested, in my opinion, this week. And 1935 is the level that I will be paying attention to. We'll see how it goes, but this zone is important to not be lost. If you're gonna lose this level, most likely we are targeting the strong low again, which is around 1893. So, you know, that's a plenty of dollars away from where we are right now. Anyway, let's check the chat pretty quickly. How do you access the footprint chart? Well, I'm using the ExoCharts. So ExoChart software. I can give you the link to the chat. This is what I use. Hi, Jan, can you show me how do you record statistics with an example? We are planning to do a full video about how you backtest, how you gain statistics, how you journal, all of these things. So I'm not going to be going in depth today about it because that's really a long topic. And to really show you how to do it correctly, we got to spend a few hours on that. So I'm not going to be showing you that today, but stay tuned. We will definitely explain it. How can I join your Discord? If you are talking about my own Discord, then you can visit this website. That's my website. You can find a link here. If you want to be in a paid section and you want to get access to the education that I'm offering, you will find everything here. And if you are talking about the 3 Billions Club Discord that we got, there is a link too. You will find everything in the chat. How do you access footprint TPO chart? Hopefully it's clear now. You got to be using some order flow / footprint software. You can be using ADAS ADAS. That's also a sensible one. You can be using Sierra charts. You can be using NinjaTrader 8 chart. I'm using the ExoCharts. Works well for me. I'm like a partner of them, or partner. They are using like my videos for education. So I'm kind of like affiliated with them, but I've been using them for past 3.5 years basically, and it works very, very well. So you can check them out. I think it's around $50 per month. So it's not really cheap, but if you are a profitable trader already, then $50 per month. View it as a business expense, simply said. All right, so let's continue in a gold TA. This now becomes a very important supply zone that could be tested here. But if you want to go a little lower, this level is partially mitigated. I would actually view this as a mitigated zone. There is not really any supply on the way down, which is important to mention. "15-minute supply, mitigated, tapped, nothing at all here." On the way up, it actually makes sense to target all this level that is all the way up here, because there is really nothing in between. And how can I get the idea that there is nothing at all? Well, by looking at the volume, there is some volume created. There is some volume created, that's why the price stops here, and there is also some volume created. But there is not plenty of it, right? You would have to go to like a 5-minute time frame to see like the local supplies that were created here. And yeah, like this is the one small one here. For potential like scalp short could be possible, but it's a very risky, aggressive level. So we can keep this on a chart. Overall, the plan that I have here is I would be looking for, but let's forget about the market structure on a 15-minute time frame, obviously. So let's do it now. The structure is kind of clear here, to be honest. This is the strong high. Basically, everything around the extreme is much more bearish, and we will be looking for a short out of this level. Everything down there is, I wouldn't really try to long down there. It's a very risky trade, to be honest. But overall, the plan would be, or the plan is, that I'm looking for move up to these levels and looking for entry model for a short. That would be my overall plan. This extreme is absolutely perfect for some trade. The question is, can we get there? I wouldn't really be shorting in between here, neither longing. So the plan that I would have, or that I have here, well, you know, as I said, I'm going for a vacation, a quick one. So I'm not going to be that active on a day trading perspective as I am normally. But internal low, internal high. If you lose the internal low, you can start looking for a short out of the local supply zones. Let's do 1980. $19.80 zone as an extreme on 4-hour chart is a good place to start looking for short entries. Overall, as soon as we are remaining below 1985, gold is more bearish, as I said. That remains the same. The retracement phase target is around 1930-ish. Sensible level to test. Right now, as we either hit like 1975 or lose, what is the level is this, 1952, 19, let's say 50 level. Watch Sunday focus for more info. Why I'm saying it here, because I will just copy and paste this to the Discord after the stream. So I will remember the plan because I will have it here on the chart. And yes, that's it. So the plan on gold is I'm looking for the move down this week, as soon as we are below 1985. The important thing to mention is obviously I don't have a crystal ball and everything can happen. So we can get a move to the upside, we can break through 1985 level, and I can be totally wrong. The point is that we are not trying to predict where the price is going exactly next. What we are trying to do is we are trying to spot zones. We need to have some entry models, and then if the entry model is printed on this zone, you will enter a trade. And even with this, on Forex and gold, overall I have around 45 to 50% win rate with a really good risk to reward. On BTC, I can get around 70, 75. It really depends on what risk to reward I use. Lately, I'm trying to target more risk to reward trades, so my win rate is around 65% with the higher risk to reward trades. With the small risk to reward trades, I'm talking about 1 to 2, 1 to 1.8, for example. You can get around you can get around 75%. So yeah, you just have a certain probabilities once the zone on the chart is hit and once you have your entry model, which is important to mention, important to keep in mind. And if you have this mindset, it's going to be much easier for you to accept some losses, because the losses are just a part of trading. Let's say it this way. So this is the plan on a gold chart, and let's do the EU chart. We bounced absolutely perfectly from this level down there on Friday at around 10 a.m. So that was a very good bounce. Or if you remember this, then I was taking a long position out of here. We can actually, I'm talking about this zone down there, LQ grab, and basically the long position that I was looking for was this one. This is exactly what I'm talking about, risk to reward 5.5. I can show you this trade that was right here, this Euro USD buy. So risking basically half of the account. Oh, sorry, half of the percent. Do not ever risk half of the account on one trade. But yeah, that's it. Let's do more in-depth TA on 4-hour chart. So how I personally view Euro USD is that overall, we can kind of debate about this, to be honest, but basically this is a strong low, this is the internal low, which still remains the same kind of, but I would actually now move this to the internal high, even though it's against kind of the rules. This now for me becomes the internal high level. If we can reclaim this zone, there is plenty of liquidity above it, obviously. So if you can reclaim this zone, if you can close above it, then the pullback phase is over and we are targeting the week high that is up here. So now this level becomes the week high. So be aware of this zone. The plan, should we go any lower? Well, that's the question. Some naked POCs are left, so it would make sense to test them. But it's very important to see if we can reclaim this zone or not. That's basically the key right now. This whole zone is very important. Hmm. 15-minute one. No man's zone, once again. Basically here you don't want to be trading, or at least I don't want to be trading. Do whatever you want, obviously. We are talking about the my plan that I have. So I don't want to be trading Here I'm either gonna wait for this zone to be tested, or I will wait for some zones here. So the first zone is this one. This could be for potential long trade. So basically targeting this zone, tap into it, and then move to the upside. This would be sensible. If you lose this zone though, because how I would view, or how I view the local chart, is that this is now a strong high on a 15-minute time frame. Strong high, which now gives us the weak low, and around here, which this gives us the internal low, and this gives us the internal high. So really just paying attention to these two levels. If we will close below the internal low, then we are most likely targeting the weak low again. So this level now becomes crucial. If we can get a bounce out of it, then I'm pretty confident that we are going all the way up here. How it looks on a 4 hour. 4 hour, this will be the demand. This whole candle here, which is basically the zone that we are looking for. I would be more inclined to actually long in Euro USD chart. But yeah. So let's go here. Currently, it's the key resistance. If we can reclaim this level, most likely we are going to 1 to 7 zone as weak high. One 099 is the key. It's a key local support. If we lose it, most likely we are going to the weak low zone. A more bullish bias, as I said, for EU chart, but we will really see how it goes. So you are either looking for this or reclaiming the whole zone and looking all the way up here, basically. One last thing, let's check the Forex Factory. Do we have a lot of it here? USD. You got a PMI on Tuesday. Monday, not really anything important. Wednesday, non-farm employment change. Oh yeah, we will have an NFP obviously on Friday, so NFP will bring some volatility, that's for sure. Non-farm employment rate and basically non-farm payrolls that will be on Thursday, I believe. Plenty of news on GDP. I'm not trading GDP at all. Unemployment claims, yes. And we got another PMI on Thursday. So some volatility coming, obviously, standard times, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, obviously. That's what you usually get, 2:30 or 4 p.m. my time, UTC plus 2. Hey, can you please explain the way you define if a zone is strong or weak? I'm not gonna do it today on the stream because that is like the whole new topic. But we're gonna be covering this in a new course that we are planning for Czech members. I see from your name that you are from Czech Republic, so it's gonna be covered there. So stay tuned. Hopefully it's gonna be released this year. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so that's the end of today's stream. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know if it's clear. We went really in depth today. We got the plan for the upcoming 5 days. We are ready. Let me know if you like these Sunday focus streams. Let me know if we should continue doing them. Hopefully it gives you some value. That's my plan. See ya in Billions Cup Discord. See ya in Crypto Wizards Discord. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. You are prepared, you have a plan, so I wish you luck, and hopefully you will pass the evaluation process, or if you are funded, then target for the first payout. That's it. Thank you so much, and see you tomorrow in the group.